Today, we've got a brand new preview of Star Wars Battlefront 2.
A world record speedrun attempt on Mario 64.
And everything you need to know about Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age.
Plus, we take you on an anime tour of Tokyo. This
is the IGN Show.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the IGN Show. I'm William Haynes, joined by James Duggan and Alana Pierce.
Today, we've got it all. Secret spots you need to check out in Tokyo if you love anime as much as we do.
Plus, we'll tell you why you definitely need to check out the new and improved Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, and take you to Disney Heaven, specifically D23.
But first, it's time to talk about those dedicated geniuses that make it their mission to break their favorite games, the speedrunners.
Specifically, a man called Cheezo5, who is an absolute madman. He spent countless hours of his life mastering one of the most popular speedrunning games out there, Super Mario 64.
Don't be mistaken though, it is hard work, and it's not easy being the best.
After sinking thousands of hours into sometimes obscure or classic titles, speedrunners try to shave off fractions of a second from their own or others' best runs. We met up with one such individual who's about to try and beat his own time at Super Mario 64 here at GDQ. Let's talk with Cheese.
My name is Alan Alvarez. I'm known as Cheezo5, and I have the world record in Super Mario 64 in 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 28 seconds. I've always been into like the faster paced games, and Mario games have that general kind of feel towards it. I got into speedrunning Mario 64 in 2014. One day I was just watching Plantation, who's second place right now, and I was like, you know what, this looks like fun, why not just try it out? It became my hobby since then.
Speedrunners have a style of their own. They approach gaming in a completely different way.
I don't really play games anymore, to be honest, in general. Like, the whole casual gaming aspect of my life is kind of faded away. When I discovered speedrunning, it's kind of like I fell in love with a different style of gaming. The hardest section for me in Mario 64 is definitely the upstairs section, near the ending. Mostly because there are lots of random things that can happen, which is basically the luck portions in games that you can't really control. You just have to hope they go well. If I can beat my record on stream tomorrow, that would be the greatest speedrunning moment of all time. Because the likelihood of beating my world record at a GDQ is so small that if it does happen, I think the crowd would go nuts.
The following morning, I got a chance to catch up with Cheese moments before his big run.
Big crowd, but I'm feeling a bit nervous, but I think I'm ready to do it, man. I think I'm gonna do a great job.
Cheese took his spot center stage, and after a little stalling, began his run.
3, 2, 1, go!
And just like that, Cheese was off. His first trick was apparently quite difficult and involved clipping Mario through a wall to execute a glitchy backwards jump, but Cheese made it look easy. And his early displays of skill didn't end there, as he flawlessly executed the hardest trick in the entire game. Cheese was off to a good start, but it was not the last. Moments later, he missed a seemingly innocuous coin, which cost him a huge amount of time. And after whiffing a few wall jumps, it seemed as though Cheese's small mistakes were beginning to snowball into a larger time deficit. If he kept this up, he wouldn't even get close to his old record. Just as the run seemed to have lost its momentum, Cheese clutched a small but difficult trick, and then another, and another. As time pressed on, it became clear that Cheese was delivering on the type of run usually only seen in the comfort of a streamer's home setup. Before I knew it, Cheese was approaching the 120-star mark and had minutes left. The final encounter with Bowser was underway, and Cheese didn't miss a single bomb. In front of hundreds of thousands of viewers, Cheese had bested Super Mario 64's 120-star speedrun, and was little more than a minute over his best time. While it wasn't a world record, the crowd didn't seem to care.
Dude, it went really, really well. I think that was the best marathon run ever for 120 star, and I was super stoked. I'm really, really stoked. I didn't expect it to go that well, to be honest. This GDQ is definitely the best GDQ I've ever had. Just the week, I met so much more people I didn't know before, and the run itself was the best one I've done in any marathon. So I think it's like the perfect GDQ I've had so far.
Okay, James, how crazy is it that now there's an actual convention just for speedrunners? Actually, there's two.
Right, so there's SGDQ, which is the one I went to, and Awesome Games Done Quick. So it's so popular that they've split it into two. Now what's awesome about this, thought it was going to be a little bit exclusive, a little bit insular. It's a very tight-knit community, but they were the exact opposite. They were very welcoming, very warm, very inclusive, and it was just an awesome vibe.
That's great. And what about Super Mario 64? Why is that the go-to for all speedrunners?
You know, I've wondered. So I was asking speedrunners, and they said this is the most optimized game. So when it initially came out, I think it had gotten a lot of people's consciousness, kind of that nostalgic feel, and speedrunners started doing it and beating it so quickly, and then continuing to beat their times. And that's what optimization means in this instance. They've beat it so many times that the time is so incredibly short that you have to beat it. It's very difficult.
Now let's take a look at the exact opposite and see what happens when you play Tetris without your eyeballs.
We took your favorite content creators at RTX in Austin and put them through the IGN Blindfold Challenge.
You know I'm awesome at Tetris.
You are a Tetris master.
It's not gonna be much of a challenge.
You have a square coming down. Move it all the way to the yeah, okay,
Left?
move it all the way left. Drop it. There you go, okay, good, great. Now, oh, no!
Press the button. No, stop. Stop pressing it when I say stop. Press the button twice. One more time. Right, right, right. No, left once. Down. We on this. We in it to win it.
Now go all the way right. Nope, okay, God.
Sorry.
Down, down. That's another Tetris. I love Tetris, can I say that?
All right, press the button once, and then go to your left 2 times, and then straight down. We have got this in. We are going to win this thing so hard, it's ridiculous. They'll be begging for mercy.
Okay.
Bowen, press.
Just shut your mouth and tell me what to do. I feel
Bowen.
tired already.
Listen, it's okay. You work with me. We'll work through this.
Perfect.
See, my senses are heightened, Craig.
Sure, you're like Spider-Man.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Triple ward score straight down. Hit it hard. Bingo, triple. What's up?
Is Greg Miller in the room? I smell something. Rotate.
Go to your left, Bowen.
It's left.
Stop. Go to your right. Right. No, you screwed it up. What?
When you
Stop
say
pressing the button.
Can I tell you what a good teammate you are?
Yeah, I love
This is
you're
weird,
like-
you know what I mean?
You're the man on the phone back home. I love it.
So let's switch it up and see if you can give me good instructions. All right.
Oh, no, too much home. Right. Rotate, right. Oh, no, stop. Oh,
Just wait. Press the button once. Okay, now go right. Right. Oh, gosh.
Right. You have to say that before it happens. Are we dead?
left. Oh, we're in panic mode, Craig.
Hang on. I got it.
Let it fall. Left.
You said let it fall!
No, that was a different one.
Craig, you have to talk. Did he leave?
We did well. We did some of us better than others.
Seriously, I find playing Tetris very stressful as it is, so I kind of feel like it's a little bit evil of us that we made people do it blindfolded.
Just a bit evil, but I did like the communication aspect of it, the idea that somebody else had to tell you what to do on screen and what was happening. It was kind of like a three-legged race.
Well, it is fun to watch, but it's also just kind of what happens every time I play video games with my parents. Ouch. But seriously, if you want to see more of this blindfolded madness, stay tuned all week because we will be showing you what the best players get up to playing Tetris blindfolded.
And in just a minute, we're going to take you to the D23 Expo in Anaheim, which is like Comic-Con, but just for Disney.
But first, 2017 has been such a good year for video games. My vote for Game of the Year is Zelda.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
So in between making people suffer through blindfolded Tetris, we also asked them what their favorite games are so far this year. Here's what they had to say.
What's our game of the year?
For 2017.
Oh man, what a year.
Are you kidding me? That's the thing.
But it's an easy answer.
Is it?
The Legend of
Horizon.
Zelda.
Oh.
Whoa.
I would probably have to say Mario Kart 8 for me. I'm massively into this Zelda game, but I had a really good time playing Prey.
Breath of the Wild by Nintendo. I mean, that's a classic.
It's a new classic.
I'm still in the tutorial level.
Gotta go with Breath of the Wild. I've put in 200 hours in it.
I'm gonna roll with Horizon Zero Dawn. Robot dinosaurs turned out to be way better to go against than I even imagined.
He took my answer.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. Oh.
Welcome back to the IGN Show. Disney's D23 Expo is all the latest news on Star Wars, so of course we had to be there. We sent our very own editorial producer Terry Schwartz to have a chat with Janina Gavankar about Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Hey, I'm Terry Schwartz with IGN, and today I got to talk to Janina Gavankar, the star of Star Wars Battlefront 2, and Steve Blake of Lucasfilm, to give us the scoop on this fall's exciting new release.
Sector is clear. Not clear! Not clear!
How thrilled are you to be at D23 and finally showing off this game?
This means the absolute world to me. This is like the intersection of all happy things in the world. And it would be one thing to be involved in Star Wars in a small way, but to be able to be a part of it in a medium that I care about so much is like, it's like a dream I never imagined I would have access to.
And she's incredible. When you craft a character, when you create somebody like Commander Iden Versio, you always hope that you're gonna find an actor or an actress who can come in and embody that person through and through. They understand who this character is, what's trying to come across, and when Janina came in, she nailed the personality of Iden. She understood what it meant to be an Imperial.
She totally understood what it meant to be an Imperial. What?
I meant that as a positive.
Your next assignments, they are unusual.
This is the first time we have a Star Wars lead who's someone we would consider the enemy for many, many years of Star Wars properties. What is the challenge for you about making Iden still a relatable character?
Not a challenge. No challenge.
Why?
I said what I said.
Okay, put yourself in her shoes. You are a soldier, you are in battle, and suddenly the second Death Star explodes and thousands of people that you respect and your Emperor are gone like that. You go right into action and you've got to get off that planet and take care of things. And so it was actually very easy to imagine the stakes of that moment for her.
There's always intrigue in trying to understand a new perspective and a different perspective. And I think one of the great things that we saw in something like The Force Awakens is you see Finn take off his helmet and sort of that moment where you go, oh, stormtroopers are people. There are people under there. Who are they?
What do you think fans who might be new to the franchise are going to find and love in Battlefront 2?
The thing that's great is the studios that are making this game know how to do a military shooter really, really well. And this is a soldier's story, so it is the perfect place and the perfect people to be telling that kind of video game story.
One of the great things about the story is that we're telling it from a new character's perspective. So when you come in and you are engaging with Battlefront 2 for the first time, you're going to learn about this new character, Commander Iden Versio, with everyone else who might already be a fan. So you are as deeply immersed with that content as anyone else.
You've seen many stories from the Rebels side before, and they feel like the underdog. But guess what? When thousands of people and your Emperor explode right before your eyes, you're the underdog. This is an underdog story.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow because we sent William down to D23 to check out everything that's cool to see. But first, let's talk about Final Fantasy XII. It's unique, has a great battle system, and really cool character design. So if you didn't play it the first time, you might want to check out this new remake. Here's everything you need to know about the Zodiac Age.
Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age updates a classic entry in the long-running RPG series. Here's everything that's bigger, brighter, and better in Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age. For starters, the 2017 remake has been given an overhaul in the visual and audio departments. Reworked textures and lighting effects make for richer environments, populated by more detailed enemies and player characters, both in-game and during cutscenes. Final Fantasy XII's original musical score has also been re-recorded with a full orchestra, making for some evocative melodies from those in the Spiritwood and Nalbina dungeons, and through to the epic grand themes during boss fights. Then there's the new Trials mode. Here you'll battle through up to 100 stages of increasingly difficult encounters with the many exotic enemy types found through Ivalice. Using your characters leveled through progression in the main game, you can pit your party against low-level grunts and increasingly tough boss fights for fame, fortune, and of course, a whole load of loot. Meanwhile, the new Zodiac job system is a great example of how skill sets in Final Fantasy XII have been reworked. Abilities are unlocked on license boards attributed to each job or class, making it easier to understand, plan, and to focus on speccing for a specific role, such as a protective white mage or a powerful foe breaker. There are 12 jobs in total to choose from. What's new for the Zodiac job system this time around is that you're not limited to picking up just one role per character. Nope, the versatility here in the Zodiac Age means you can double up on your specialities by unlocking the option to assign 2 jobs to each character, giving them access to the abilities and equipment of both. And the game has been rebalanced to account for this change. So, if you're looking for a sharpshooting archer who can also double as an arcane red battle mage, or a hardy monk who wields black magic, or even a time mage machinist, you can dabble with the job system to create your perfect party. Elsewhere, there are a whole host of quality of life tweaks and improvements on the original Final Fantasy XII. The Smooth Guide systems introduces the ability to overlay the area map atop the on-screen action, helping you navigate complex areas more easily without having to pause the game to head into a separate map screen. Getting from A to B is also easier with the option to speed up traversal by up to 4 times, giving your party a speed boost that means you spend less time running around and more time leading the rebellion. It's also now possible to control guest party members and even summon espers, giving you far greater input into how these powerful allies behave in combat to help maximise their formidable abilities. All of which adds up to a more dynamic, modern RPG experience that draws on design changes seen in RPGs in the 11 years since Final Fantasy XII's original release. And that's your rundown of all that's new in the Zodiac Age.
That was super cool, and I really now just want to see Final Fantasy IX remade. I absolutely love that game. It's so colorful and pretty and happy.
So I'm kind of basic, and my favorite is, of course, Final Fantasy VII, and that's already getting a remake. So what I want to see is rolling it back one and going into Final Fantasy VI. I want to see Terra in HD, I want a good Mog in my party, and I want them to be real cute.
I totally feel like that's possible. This summer, you can get in touch with your inner squid because Splatoon 2 is here. The Nintendo Switch exclusive comes with new modes, new gear, multiplayer battles on the go. Here's our review. In many ways, Splatoon 2 feels like the first game, but with a new coat of paint. No pun intended. But considering how fun this colorful team-based shooter is, and that a lot of people didn't get to play it on the Wii U, that's definitely not a bad thing. And new additions like a seriously addicting co-op mode give you plenty of reasons to come back on the Switch. Splatoon 2 has a visually striking and fun emphasis on territory control in all its modes, making all of them engaging and competitive in their own unique way. Even the new Salmon Run co-op mode's distinct bosses and randomized mount conditions can lead to plenty of thrilling moments. The only other real problem that arises in online multiplayer is that you can't change your loadouts between matches or while waiting for a room to fill up. Still, there's a lot to love in Nintendo's latest iteration of its quirky shooter, especially the way it emphasizes splatting the ground just as much as it does inking your opponents. With a crazy fun new co-op mode and the promise of updates like the ones that helped the original Splatoon come into its own, we expect Splatoon 2 to keep us hooked. There's lots more to say about this game, so head over to check out the full review from us at IGN.com.
Next up on the IGN show, Miranda becomes our anime tour guide.
She's going to show you all the places to visit if you ever find yourself in Tokyo.
Ooh, I know what's on my list, the robot restaurant.
Very nice. We'll be right back.
You can find anime fans all over the world, but the beating heart of anime is, of course, in Japan. So whether you're looking for fellow otaku, collectibles, or an unforgettable experience, you should check these places out. Anime is more than just a pastime in Tokyo, and there's far more of it outside of Akihabara. So if you find yourself over there, we found 5 things all anime fans need to check out. With One Piece celebrating its 20th birthday, there has never been a better time to check out Tokyo One Piece Tower. The live show One Piece Live Attraction 3, Phantom, has just arrived, and it is truly dazzling. Challenge yourself at Zoro's solo veg as you slash at cannon fire, then take a stroll through Luffy's endless adventure to immerse yourself in Straw Hat Luffy's quest to become King of the Pirates. Stocking up on supplies for your own quest to become a Pokemon Master? Best pop into Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo. They have everything the budding trader could need, from snacks, pins, stationery, clothing, trading cards, and there's nothing they can't turn into a plushie. Squash your own coins, try out the arcade game, and don't forget to grab a photo with Charizard on your way out. Thought you'd already caught them all? Not even close. Known as the Anime Mecca, Nakano Broadway features some of the most extensive and unique anime collections we found. There's more than a dozen small mandarake stores, which specialize in anime and manga-related collectibles, ranging from old-school favorites to the latest One Punch Man collection. You can trade in prized Pokemon cards or hunt for super rare figurines. All tastes are catered for, so give yourself plenty of time to explore.
Walk into almost any arcade in Tokyo and you're bound to stumble into one of these huge battle pods. Gundam Bonds of Battle Rev 4 drops you into the pilot seat of your very own mobile suit with a massive battlefield projector in front of you. The game is housed in a pod, panoramical optical display, with controls at your hands and feet, making it a full-body experience. 4 players can join forces in co-op with voice chat between pods, making for a truly immersive anime experience. Can you take down the enemy together? Of course you can! You're a Gundam pilot. Anime has always gone hand in tentacle with cosplay, and when you're looking for the best selection of wigs and anime gear, you need to head to Cosplay Geese or Akiba. Spread over 6 floors, this place has everything you need. From official merchandise to professionally made cosplay designs from your favorite games and anime, to miniature costumes and accessories for your doll collection. Yes, dolls. Turns out you're never too old. On the top floor is one of the original maid cafes, which has featured the idol anime Love Live. These are 5 great locations we found for the ultimate anime fan traveling around Tokyo. For more on anime, be sure to check out the IGN app and the IGN YouTube channel.
Coming up on the next episode of the IGN Show, we'll count down the top 10 Zelda bosses of all time.
Ganon isn't #1, you are both dead to me. But I am also going to be visiting Naughty Dog for an inside look at Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
And then I'm gonna take you inside D23. It's like Comic-Con, but just for Disney. And it's amazing. Also, I'm a great tour guide.
Yeah, but as always, keep it locked to IGN for all the latest.
Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Bye.